Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some after the holidays or after Christmas cleaning motivation. So I don't know about you guys, but after the holidays I usually feel a little bit overwhelmed and like my house has become pretty cluttered with just new toys and everything that comes along with the holidays. So I really like to start with my Christmas tree because I feel like after I get this down, like I get on a roll and I can just keep going. And obviously I take the ornaments down first, and any ornaments that I feel are delicate or might break, then I like to wrap them with bubble wrap. I really like to label all of the different bins that I have my decorations in. It keeps me organized, and next year when I go to decorate, it honestly makes it much easier. So this plant stand, I got it from Amazon, and if you like having houseplants or have any at all, I would 100% recommend it. It's super easy to clean, and it's actually a knockoff from one that you can get from IKEA, so it's even cheaper than that. I wanted the IKEA one, could never find it. It was never in stock, and I ended up finding this one. So for today, I decided I wasn't going to completely redecorate my house for winter. I will be putting some of like my plants and just my neutral decor back into place so my house isn't completely bare. And then over like the next few days, I will add some cozy winter decor, but I just like to have my house just like sit for a few days, and that way I can decide where I want everything, and it can just like have a break from having so much decor up. I decided to go for kind of a monochrome look for my hutch. I wanted it to just really be basic with some pops of green and maybe some natural wood. I think that just goes with my house, and it just like, I feel like if I have a bunch of different colors in there, it just looks really cluttered to me. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. I'm still sort of trying to figure out this space. In my living room, I like to use this space right below my TV as my mantle. I'd love to build a little DIY fireplace here. I think that'd be really cute and just bring some more warmth in the room. But for now, this will do. So I just did kind of what I did with my hutch and took everything down and wiped it off and started with a clean slate. And I will be coming back in a couple days just to add some more wintry touches and just make this space feel super cozy. So I probably should have mentioned earlier, but this was filmed over a couple days because I just get really overwhelmed around Christmas time, and I feel like as soon as I clean up one thing, my kids have made a mess somewhere else. So over the course of a few days after Christmas, I like to just get everything as organized as I can, declutter if I need to, and tidy up my house. So at this point, my living room, honestly, it didn't look too bad. There were just a few toys on the ground and my pillows look like a mess, but other than that, a lot of things have been moved into the playroom, so that's why my living room doesn't look as bad as what it could. So basically I just tidied up in here, vacuumed, and just tried to get it looking like organized so I could clear my mind a little bit. I also went through all of my kids' books, and during Christmas time, I like to have several like holiday related books out so that they can read those. And then after the holidays, I put those away. I also like to do this in the fall time. That way everything stays interesting. So I went through the books, and if I found anything that was Christmas related or fall related, then I just put that away and I will get it back out again next year. And it almost seems like it's a brand new book because the kids totally forget about it by that time.
a living slipping out the back door. But it's not what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for. Out of the cold into my warm hand in the sun.
Before tackling my kitchen, I went ahead and made myself a smoothie. And smoothies are awesome. I feel like they make me feel so healthy and just give me an extra boost of energy. And it's perfect for the new year if your resolution is to just eat healthier or eat more fruits and vegetables. After I tidied up my kitchen, I took down my Christmas mugs and just put up some neutral mugs that I like to keep up during the rest of the year. And I also took down the garland that I had hanging over my window in the kitchen. The next thing that I did was wipe down my dining room table and just clear off and put away the clutter that was there where it needed to go. I don't know why, but I feel like this kind of is like a catch-all for all of our junk when we come into the house. So whenever all of our counter space is clear, I just feel so much better and like my house is so much more tidy. After this, I moved our bar stools up on top of our kitchen island so that I could clean our floors, and then I will be cleaning the bar stools today as well. Since I have 4 kids, they just get kind of gross with food. Next, I moved into our playroom, and this room is seriously scaring me, and I think that that's why I saved it closer to the end. I just couldn't even bring myself to come in here and start on this project because I knew it would take me forever and I had so much work to do. But after I tackled it, I felt so much better. So hopefully this can help you guys if you just need some motivation to organize your kids' toys or just figure out what to do with the mess, especially right after Christmas time. It's just crazy how fast things can accumulate in your house. Okay, and on top of our playroom being a mess, this is the closet that is attached to our playroom, and it is even worse. I just threw stuff in here during Christmas time, and I can't even open the door, like barely open the door. And it is a really little closet, but I had this idea to move these old shelves that we had that we got from Big Lots a long time ago into this room, and then use it to store a lot of our games and then toys that we keep in their boxes most of the time. We do that with toys that have a lot of pieces, or like especially games with little parts. That way nothing gets lost, and then we can bring them out, and it makes like toy rotation a little bit easier. Also, I will say that all four of our kids are 6 and under, and they are at an age where they really like to play games and they like this type of toys. So obviously, we do have a lot, and it was just Christmas, and I promise we did not buy all of these. We just were really blessed to have grandparents who get the kids a lot of toys, and I'm so thankful for it. But it does make getting organized a little bit challenging. So I'm just trying to find a solution that works for our space, and hopefully this can help you guys out if you're having some of the same issues.
In the summer, when you left, it was cold. Said we loved one another. Guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer. Our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the
So here is the massive stack of things that I had to organize after we took everything out of the closet. And I promise we did not buy all of this. It's just from Christmas, grandparents, presents, birthdays, and having 4 kids, things just honestly pile up. But we do love to play games together, and I think as long as you stay organized, it's okay to have like multiple games. So I just went to work on putting all of those away, and I also made some labels so I would know what everything was, or if anybody other than myself was putting things away, which honestly isn't super likely, but you never know. And if they were, then they would know where everything went. The next thing I did was go through all of the kids' like Halloween costumes, dress-up costumes, and just put anything into a stack that didn't fit them so that I could donate it or give it to my mom. She likes to keep those for future grandkids. Okay, so here is the after of the closet, and I'm not going to say it's like the most aesthetically pleasing closet in the entire world, but it is so much more functional and at least organized, and I know where everything is in here now. I probably could have done with like one more of these like shelving units, but we just went with what we have. The only thing that I bought for this was one clear container that had the drawers, and I got that from Walmart for $30. So that's all that I spent on this project, and it just made such a difference. Now I don't feel like worried anytime the kids want to play a game because I know where everything is, and I would highly recommend this if you haven't already organized like a playroom closet for just like rotating your toys, because this makes me feel so much better. Okay, so honestly for the longest time I was kind of against a toy box because I feel like it is hard for kids to find what they need inside of it. But my boys, like, they're obsessed with tractors, and they like to line them up. They like to have a lot of them, and they don't really care like if it's perfectly organized. So I have definitely started using a toy box for them, and if you're just like you just need a place to put your toys, I am 100% here for the toy box now. To give my dishwasher a fresh start for the new year, I just put a cup full of vinegar in the top row, and then I just ran the dishwasher on the hottest setting. And this does help, just it's an easy way to clean off some of the extra grime. And if your dishwasher is clean, obviously your dishes will be cleaner as well. I put up this shelf that I got from Target where my Christmas tree was, and then I'm also going to be placing my Monstera on the stand. And that's where I had it before, and I feel like it does get a lot of light here, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be putting on this shelf yet. I haven't made up my mind, maybe just like a small plant or a few small plants. Um, but I do think that it's super cute, and I like the boho look. So for my Monstera, after I got it situated, I just took a damp cloth and wiped off some of the leaves. I like to do this as often as I can for my plants because they do accumulate just like dust or dirt, and the cleaner your leaves are, the better the leaves are able to draw in light, and that obviously helps your plant. Another major area that I had to tackle was my girls' room. And my girls got so many new toys for Christmas that have a bunch of little pieces like Barbies and LOLs. So I just tried to go through those with them and get several different containers to help them store some of the tiny pieces. They love to play in their room, so I know that some people don't like to have toys for their kids in their room at all, but my kids, like personally, they like to have a couple places where they can play. And they do play with all of their toys. If they weren't playing with them, obviously, like I would put them away or put them into storage, but they're playing with all of these right now. So I just tried to label a few containers, and I'm going to be making, actually my husband's making like some bins to go underneath their bed that have wheels on them to help store some of this, because it does get really overwhelming and I don't like to have to pick up constantly, so I want to make it really easy for them to do on their own as well. Okay, so obviously this isn't perfect, but it is much better than what it was before. I just put these labeled bins underneath my daughter's beds, and they also had a few things that they still haven't opened that are underneath their beds right now. And obviously after we have the rolling like wooden bins, I think that this will look a lot nicer, but for now at least it's organized and picked up and they can get to everything. And then in their closet I have a couple bigger bins for their Barbies and their baby dolls. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you had a wonderful holiday time with your family. And don't stress the small things. It's nice to have an organized house, but spending time with your family is what really matters. So love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.